All right, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another night of Thursday with the Insight Show here on MadhouseTV.com. Over here on my right is Helaine Witt. Helaine Witt. There you go. Also, Mike very well, I assume. So you've done some shows with him?
Yes, I have.
So where have you been? What have you been doing?
Well, I've been performing at Broadway and Caroline's in Manhattan, and then I was out in Long Island, out in some town far, far away. And then when I got on the train didn't go anywhere, so I had to wait till the morning, and they took me on a bus to Hicksville, and then I got home all hours of the night. And Mike felt badly about that, and he offered me something, but I said, give that to the charities that you do your shows for.
Well, that's terrific. How long have you been doing comedy?
Well, I started in the 80s. I wrote some jokes for Joan Rivers. She told my jokes on Johnny Carson. I was very proud of that, indeed. And then I was teaching, and that was kind of funny in itself because it was difficult, but I made jokes about it. And then I retired, so I got back into comedy a few years ago, and I've been performing. I went to Westchester for a competition. But what I love about this show is it's a clean comedy show that you encourage clean comics, and that makes me feel much better about doing a show here.
Well, that's wonderful. Matter of fact,
I cannot wait.
I was hoping she was going to be dirty, but she's going to be clean. You know.
I could use a good laugh.
now it's you forever and ever and ever, and your friends, no matter where they are in the country, they can see this video.
Or the world, because your show is worldwide.
That's
We
correct.
have 72 countries that we go to. Anywhere in the world, but we...
Yes, I have a Facebook page, Helaine Witt, and HELAINEWITT, and I'll be at Caroline's. If you'd like to come, you have to call first to save about 75% of the price if you call and say my name for that same show, because you wouldn't want to say my name if I'm not in that show. For June 7th at 4 p.m., it's a Saturday afternoon. Good for people who don't like to go out on school nights or work nights.
School nights. There you go, school nights.
Caroline's, I can't forget
I'm a
that. That's the
teacher,
cheaper
and none of
version
my
Bailey's.
friends want to see me on school nights, so I'm playing on a Saturday.
Oh, great.
Very nice.
So, is there any other plugs for any? How about a phone number or a website or anything like that?
I have to say I don't have a website yet. Maybe after getting launched on a show of this magnitude with 10,000 viewers, I might need a website.
Way over 20,000.
Oh my God! I shouldn't
how
say
can
that with ministers in the room. Oh my goodness!
Is there anything further, Father? No.
Huh?
Hi, I'm Helaine Witt, and I know what you're thinking. Is that the love child of Barbra Streisand and Barry Manilow? No, I'm not. But the difference is they have a lot of money. They could get anything done with their face or their body that they want. For example, I got these crow's feet. I got more like a hen house going on. And my friend says, these laugh lines aren't funny. No, they're not. And there are two other names for them I bet you didn't even know. One is parentheses. I got a run-on sentence. And then marionettes. Oh, great. Who wants a puppet show on their face? So then I look in the mirror, and I have to make jokes, because if I don't make jokes, I'm going to shoot myself. So I say, muffin top, I got a baker's dozen. You heard of varicose veins? Any of you out there, 20,000 people have any of those? Well, I renamed mine the roadmap to adventure. This is the road not taken. This is the road less traveled. And this one is the road to the Sterling Forest. But you youngsters get all this Brazilian wax and you don't even get that joke, so I'm going to break it down for you. Sterling is another word for gray, silver, old, sterling forest. So the last thing that I make fun of is something that they call an hourglass figure. I figure I got about a week and a half. So I'll tell you a little about myself. I taught school in New York City for 20 years. It was a very tough school. And you're probably wondering, how tough was it? So you walk in the building, and the school colors, dried blood red and black and blue. Very tough. Teacher, how do you tell time? That's easy. How long did you have me locked in the closet yesterday? Then you heard of carving your sweetheart's name in the desk? These kids carved their sweetheart's name in their sweetheart. Very tough kids. And you're a tough crowd tonight, too. So then we used to read the Dick and Jane books, but not anymore. This is how I have to teach them how to read. Run, Spot, run. Dick's got a gun. Spot is a pit bull. Run, Spot, run. And those are the 10th graders. I was going to go back to a joke that I forgot when I was talking about getting older. Do you mind if I do that? Well, the cuckoo on my biological clock is wearing Depends. That's old. And there's a commercial on TV. I'm really changing the subject. It says, what could be worse? Mr. Jones, you have cancer. What could be worse? The doctor could have bad breath. Then there's another commercial. See, I'm retired, so on daytime TV, I watch it all day long. There's a commercial that says, just because you're a victim doesn't mean you have to suffer. Yes, it does. So I'll tell you a little more about my past. I've been married a few times. I was married to a Chinese guy and a Jewish guy. People say, what's the difference? Nothing. They were both fat. But we had 3 New Years. First, we had the American New Year's, fireworks. Chinese New Year's, fireworks. Then comes the Jewish New Year's, no fireworks. Unless you put a lot of horseradish on your gefilte fish, then you have the fireworks. Not to mention Aunt Esther's Luxon Kugel, that'll give you the other kind of fireworks. Oh, this audience is like Woodstock here. They're going crazy over these jokes, I'm telling you. So, New York City's crazy. I was telling you, I was teaching in New York City, and when I go to the city, I see this guy named Bob. I named him Bob. He lives on the corner of 8th Avenue and 33rd Street. Now, I'll compare Bob with me. I take 8 pills. I go to 14 doctors if you count the vet. I have all these medicines. I have to watch what I eat. I can't eat hamburgers. I have to watch my fiber, all that. Bob eats anything that people leave him. I saw him with a milkshake and a cigar once, and he lays in the sun all day asking for things, and you and I are stressed out. We go to work, we have to go to therapy and all this, just trying to make the rent, hustle, bustle. Bob's laying there. So I hired Bob to be my life coach. I talk to strange, not that the dogs are strange, but I'm strange, because I talk to dogs I don't know, and you might do this too. You go up to a dog in the street, what's the matter, boy? What's the matter? You ever do that? Could be a girl. What's the matter, boy? What's the matter? But I don't stop there. Then I go up, I run into the subway and I sit down and I'm still in that mood of like talking to the dog, and I see this guy. What's the matter, Mr. Smart Man? You're reading Scientific American. Are you a professor, Mr. Little Man? I look across the car, there's a Hasidic Jew sitting there. I go, what's the matter? For 7 days you won't be eating bread, and you won't be in the subway for a few days. What's the matter, poor little man? Any questions? Anybody want to share anything? No. Well, the reason the kids in New York are tough, I know I'm going off topic, but I'm coming back. It's called a callback. The reason that they're tough is New York is tough. You go over the bridge from New Jersey to New York, and you see that sign. Guido eats it. Welcome to New York. You feel right at home. Is that too risque for this show? Well, in New York, the hailstones have fists, and the rain has razor blades. Could you imagine the Statue of Liberty during Hurricane Sandy? She just stood there and went, yeah, right. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.